Are Man City in crisis? Hmm. That's the million-dollar question right now that everyone's talking about. Are Man City in crisis? Um, to me, I guess because you've lost 5 or 6 games in a row, I guess technically it is a crisis. But I have a hard time bantering or looking down upon Man City, man. But it just doesn't sit right with me. Like they four titles in a row. You got the greatest manager, in my opinion, of all time. It's definitely the greatest manager of the last few years. Definitely, even if we're talking about the Premier League, definitely the number one guy right now in the Premier League. The best team, one of the best teams we've ever seen. Uh, and I also feel like they got Anfield, they got Liverpool at the weekend, and I feel like if you was to ask a Man City that Pep what game he would want right now to prove his point, it would be Liverpool at Anfield. Like, there's no better game to prove that, yeah, we are. I'm gonna show you lot that you lot keeps thinking that we're out of it, and that Pep's got all these scars on his face. He got all. They're in chaos. They're in chaos. People talking about fighting in the changing room. I even was on the stream the other day, and someone said, "Yo, is it time for Pep to leave?" I was just like, "What is happening there?" Like, it's like no one cares about what's happened the last 4 years, where they've won 4 in a row. They've won a treble. They're Centurions. They've matched all the Man United records, so they matched the not all of them, but the trebles, they've matched that. Centurions, they've got that. The four-peat, they've broken that record. The only record that they don't have in this kind of modern time is the Invincibles. And I wouldn't put it past them to get that one day if Pep stays, because he signed a new 2-year deal. So I wouldn't put it past them to get that. But I just feel like if there's a game that Pep would say, I want to show that, yeah, you lot think you can doubt me, to me, it would be Anfield. And I can't put it past Man City to ever turn up and beat any team in the world if they turn up. If Man City play their best, they beat anyone in the world. That's just how I see it. Yeah, they've got injuries and they've got like certain things and stuff like that. But I was talking to someone yesterday and they were saying Pep should go pragmatic and sit back and stuff like that. That ain't happening. Like, even suggesting that is crazy because that is not happening. Pep is more likely to go ultra attacking. He's the other way to that. You think he's thinking, oh yeah, oh Liverpool, I'm scared of Liverpool. That Pep ain't thinking like that one little bit. Neither should the fans be, and neither should the players. Like, they've already proven everything you need to prove in this English Premier League. Like, the fact that anyone is even obviously, I know he's banter, oh yeah, it's banter Man City and all that. I get that part of it, you know what I'm saying? Like the fun and games and the jokes of it. I understand that bit. But to me as an Arsenal fan, it doesn't sit right with me. I just don't feel like, well, maybe it's coming from my point, innit? I don't feel like as an Arsenal fan, I'm in a position to be bantering Man City. It just feels a bit like, do you know what I mean? A bit disingenuous a little bit. It's like bantering a guy like from like he's got a lot of money and you're bantering him and he's got 100 times more money than you. Or, you know what I mean, writing a book on how to be a millionaire and you're not a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things, isn't it? Like Man City are like they're the truth of the Premier League, and everyone is preying on their downfall because of the whole. Everyone, what it is everyone wishes that they had their owners, isn't it? Because their owners, like it could have been anyone that those owners picked, but they chose Man City. They've changed up the community. They've dominated the Premier League. They've gone and got the best manager. They've got as much money as you need. So they've shown what you're supposed to do as a football club if you've got money. Like, everyone's just upset because they've got money. That's what you're meant to do. You're meant to show everyone how to get the best manager and dominate leagues, and they've done it. They got one of the best academies because obviously they can pick and choose what players they want, and they also bring through young players. They help the community. So I feel like all of that as a whole is what kind of makes everyone feel like, oh yeah, we can't wait for Man City's downfall. Okay, I understand the whole 115 charges, but really and truly, why should Man City not be allowed to spend their money? Why? Well, I don't understand that. To me, Man City should be allowed to spend their money. What? Because what? No, because we want Man United and Arsenal and Liverpool to stay at the top. So yeah, you can only spend the money that you've earned. Why? I understand in terms of, oh yeah, because if you don't do that, there's certain rules that need to be in place because obviously teams go into administration and stuff like that. But me personally, I can't knock Man City for spending money when everyone is spending money. They've just spent it better. Oh yeah, but he's got 250 million centre backs. And what do you want him to do? Not get the centre backs? You get everyone's got money, so everyone can buy players that they feel fit their system. That's what that to me. That's how it feels to me. So I just feel like everyone's preying on their downfall. They're in crisis. I guess you're in crisis because you lost 5 or potentially 6 in a row. Yes, you are in a little bit of a crisis, but they're still only 8 points behind the leaders. They're still in the Champions League. They're they're still, to me, they're still the team to beat. Like we've, as Arsenal fan, we've gone toe to toe with them for the last 2 years. We had one of the best seasons we've ever had in our history, and didn't win the league. We didn't win the league because Man City decided to turn up. That's what they do. That's what can happen. You think Pep and the players are thinking, "Oh, we're not winning this league." You're going mad. They're thinking, "I can't wait to play Liverpool." This is what they live for. If you're a real champion, this is what this is what you're ready for, isn't it? This is how it goes. Like, I wouldn't want to be playing. Everyone's doubting Man City. Yeah, they got this, they got that. Liverpool gonna batter them. Okay, it can happen because Man City are not in the best of form. It can happen. But it can also go the other way where Man City decide to turn up today and then kickstart their season. Then now we're all thinking, oh, why did we doubt Man City again? This is what Man City do. This no 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 no. Keep the same energy. When Man City decide to go on a 15-game run, yeah, and then they trounce everyone. They get to and they start doing their thing. Everyone like, yeah, but this is what Man City do. You know what I mean? No, keep the same energy, innit? Keep the same energy. Man City are in a top 4 race. Of course they are. What nonsense are you lot talking about? How can Man City be in a top 4 race after 12 games of the season? What's going on? What's actually happening there? People are talking about, is Pep, yeah, because Pep's too intense. He's too intense. What? What? Because he won 4 leagues in a row. What are you talking about? His intensity won 4 leagues in a row. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, well, he can't rebuild the team. He's already rebuilt the team. The same team when Sterling and Sane and Aguero and those guys and Fernandinho and that. It's not the same team as this Rodri and Haaland team. They won the Champions League with Haaland and Rodri and that, and then they won leagues before with Aguero and that. He's already rebuilt the team, the company and all that. These Zaballetas, and it's a completely different team. Yeah, but he can't rebuild it now. What are you talking about? He's done it already. Yeah, but if he didn't have money, he has money. So what? He has to still get it right, obviously. But everyone is just, I think they're just going overboard with this Man City in crisis thing. Personally, they are in crisis, but the narrative is, oh, is Pep finished and all that, bruv. Like, come on, man, let's just be serious. Like, are we really? Are we football? Are we really going to talk about football for real, or is it just more the tribal thing that they're like, yeah, yeah, just laugh and banter joke thing? Like, it's different. Like, if you're gonna analyze it properly, and analyze it like for real as what it really is. Don't just be jumping and banter thing. It's difference between banter and seriousness. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I just feel like if there's a game that they would want to play, it's this game. Like, to show that, yep, we're gonna show you a lot. And it could go the other way. Liverpool are on fire right now, so it could go the other way. Like, Liverpool could easily do what they got to do and prove their point. And for, yeah, because this is the best time that they can play them. If there's a time that you want to play Man City, like on paper, then it's now. Especially at home, Liverpool at home. Anfield is a fortress. It's a magical place. So it's now that you want to play Man City. But if you're Man City in behind the scenes, you're thinking, can't wait to play Liverpool at Anfield. Like, this is a chance for you to prove your point. This is a chance for Haaland to prove his point. It's a chance for Walker and all of these guys that everyone's doubting and saying are not good enough and stuff like that. It's a chance for you to prove your point. Diaz is back, De Bruyne. It's a chance for them to prove their point and say, you lot are forgetting what we are and what we do. I'm an Arsenal fan. I can't be forgetting what Man City do. Man City have shown me that you have to reach the highest of highest level. You have to reach the levels that people have never seen before to beat them in the league. Not only have they done that, they've changed English football. Pep has changed English football. So to even talk about, is it time for Pep to go, or oh yeah, is he losing the dressing room? Wasn't like, listen, things happen, innit? Like, it's life. Things happen. Like, not always gonna get on with everyone. Like, everyone's intense. They're always challenging for the title. People need new challenges. These are normal things of life. So that's how the conversation, to me, the narrative should be. All of this, yeah, Pep, maybe he needs to leave now and all of that, bro. Pep ain't getting sacked anytime soon. If he chooses to stay, he will stay. The time when Pep decides to leave is when he will leave. If you're a Man City owner, you're not saying, yeah, Pep needs to leave. You're not having that conversation behind the scenes. I don't care how many games he loses on the row. He's brought them unprecedented success that they would never have seen. So, as far as Man City are concerned, he probably got a job for life. And you wouldn't put it past him to get them back to the top. You can't doubt Pep. That sounds crazy to me. Doubting Pep Guardiola, man, that sounds crazy to me. It sounds absolutely mental. So, are they in a crisis? They're in a little bit of a slump, but a full-blown crisis, nah. You can't be in a full-blown crisis. Not yet, man. Not yet. They can turn it on anytime. They got the January window coming up, and they're still only 8 points behind Liverpool. Like, if they're in a crisis, then what are Man United in, or what are those teams in? Because you're talking about Man United that are spending a lot of the same type of money, and they're all 12th and 13th and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? That's when Chelsea was spending a 1 point something billion in a couple of years. They're all 10th and 8th and 9th and 11th. You ain't getting that with Man City. Man City's crisis is second. Man are talking about Man City in a crisis. They're still second. So that's the level that they've been at. That's the level that they're at, and that you got to beat. So I feel like they got Liverpool the weekend, and obviously as an Arsenal fan, I want Man City to help balance out the league a little bit, because obviously we need to focus on West Ham, obviously, but we need to try and catch up to Liverpool. But yeah, I wouldn't be doubting Man City. That doesn't sit right with me, innit? So are they in a crisis? Slump. I call it a slump, not a crisis.